Over in Atlanta, a megachurch pastor is mad at a group of black Trump supporters who went to the White House. Viewer warning, what you're about to hear is extra racist.
I ain't afraid of the spooks that sat at the door. These runaway slaves hiding in the White House. I feel bad for them in the White House who are in there tap dancing for massa, wearing bow ties and grinding, laughing like nothing is funny. Get out of there, Negro, and stand with your people so that you understand that God is on our side.
What Jesse Waters did was remarkably disingenuous. I brought this up to Tiff because she is our in-house holding all corporate media conglomerates accountable. And this is one of those examples where they're like remarkably just dishonest. So he cuts to Jamal's sound, and you can see in the background of Jamal this clip of folks at the White House that will run. Let's roll that.
Here at the Black History Month celebration at the White House. Oh yeah. And hey, everybody here, Kash Patel has been confirmed as an FBI director. Who's ready for some heads to roll? Let's go! Kash, I know you got the receipts. Hold them mother suckers accountable. Show elderly. Yeah, that's right. Jamal, yeah, that's right.
And so that's what really happened. So black folks are in there saying...
They're holding signs of him, right?
So
and Roland Martin. They also had signs of Roland in there.
I didn't see Roland.
Yeah.
So the only one I saw, they had those big printout cutouts of the face.
I remember those.
And it said, Kash Patel, like it just said on the clip, Kash Patel, congrats on your nomination. Heads are about to roll, and pull up Jamal's head. So what Jesse Waters didn't do was properly contextualize what Jamal was responding
the
to.
provocation.
He didn't just say, oh, y'all Negroes who went to the White House, I'm mad at you, so let me step all over you in my sermon. This is after death threats. This is after police have to be called. This is after the FBI who ain't gonna help him have to be called. This is after his livelihood is threatened. And let's be clear about the fact Jamal is newly married. So he has a role of not only protecting a flock, but also his household. So you have put this man in a position where he's got to fight back and just in self-defense. He didn't play none of that. And I think what makes this worse and adds insult to injury is that these people look like us. And this is why we say all skin folk ain't kin folk.
What I think of when I hear about this, because honestly, that's, kind of lightweight for Fox News. They constantly spit out a bunch of hateful lies and rhetoric. They're not a real news outlet. It's a propaganda network. So that's not the worst thing I've heard on Fox. By far, that's not the worst thing I heard on Fox News. I think what it raises for me is this issue of violence.
Yes.
And I think the message that people in America are getting is that you can break any law, you can do anything you like, as long as it is in fealty to Donald Trump, you will likely be able to get away with it. That's concerning for me. One, I have a brother who's a truck driver who is constantly on these roads alongside MAGA-loving truck drivers. For you guys out, you have kids. For my friends with adult children out there, we've seen the violence that happens with us on Obama's watch. When laws have been changed, they've murdered our children. Body cams have done nothing. They just gave us a better view of them murdering our men and women and babies. So I think we have to brace ourselves for what's coming. I had this thought when we were on the main show. I got an idea for a MiniPod. I don't know what I'm talking about, though, so we might need an expert. But I'm for real legit thinking all of this shit could just fall. So what do we do if we're knocked off the grid? If there's some terrorist attack.
I went out yesterday and I had a panic attack because I thought the grid, I thought it was
This
gone.
is my point. When we're knocked off the grid, it's not just your power, it's your phone. So we can't text and say, Angela, are you okay? Andrew, where are you? What is the plan? Where do you go? If your kids are at school, how do you get them? Roads are crazy. I've been in D.C. when there's been a terrorist attack, when there's been an earthquake, you can't drive anywhere. Like you're on foot. So I think a doomsday MiniPod, because I feel like we're
doomsday plan.
Yes. What is our doomsday plan? plan should terrorism find its way here.
That's gonna be her solo pod because I can't have my nerves bad.
But it's not necessarily me because I don't know what I'm talking about. Like maybe that's some place where we can have an expert or something. But I'd be curious your plans. Something to think about. Like how would you get to your parents? Where would you go? Like where should we go? I don't want to just be talking randomly. I want an expert to tell us.
What I really want to know is what are you watching now on TV? Because it sounds to me that this may have emanated.
I did finish Lioness.
Wasn't it good?
It was good. I did not get the read. And by the way, you haven't talked about Jamal yet, but real quick, I didn't get the read that it was as conservative leaning as y'all
very.
said. Oh, I don't think
the writer Sheridan, Michael Sheridan.
You didn't get that? It didn't feel that way to me.
Oh, almost everything they said when there's a scene where Nicole Kidman's character comes in and she's like, she was late to a meeting and she was like, you can leave an 8-ball in the West Wing, but God forbid you forget your driver's license. That was ridiculous. The whole plot line of the border that terrorists, huh?
I said, maybe I'm slow out
on because there was a 8-ball, literally an 8-ball of Coke found in the West Wing 2 years ago during Biden's administration.
I didn't even get that. Okay,
and the entire storyline that terrorists are coming through the southern border and their constant reference like, this administration doesn't even know there's a southern border. There is not.
That's fair. I hear you on the border. I hear you.
I felt like it was a stronger defense of the military state than it was of a political ideology.
Yes, I agree with
that.
But
they are the national, they're the international defense propaganda. I mean, the writer of it is a veteran who served.
The writer played in the show
and is an actor in the show. Yeah, Michael Sheridan.
He was a soldier.
I was like
it's the industrial complex.
Yes, like I was like, if contractors ever needed something to justify their existence, they could run this show.
You don't know who the producers of the show are?
They are extremely.
I don't either. But my guess is that I don't have to guess very hard, which is all the time these folks put these kinds of industries put these kinds of pieces out.
He says he's not conservative. He's like the fact that people say.
I don't think he's a conservative. I think it's a defense of the military complex.
I think it's military too. I definitely got that. Jamal, you want? I mean, you're not Jamal, but do you want to talk about Jamal?
I mean, just simply. First of all, the brother and his wife are constantly covered in prayers, and we add ours to it because this kind of derelict behavior invites a kind of violence that they can't control. The provocateur rarely ever bears responsibility in real life. Yet, where do you think these ideas get seated when you spout them? You're not throwing those words out there for no meaning.
Yeah.
You mean for someone to do it. You don't want to be the one to have it to have it on your hands.
Yeah.
But it is on your hands when you provoke in this way. And I also have to say, very honestly, I would not take issue with Pastor Bryant if his intention was to deride Black folks who thought in this day and age, given the unparalleled attack that our communities collectively are under, why you think it's okay to right now skin, grin, and tap dance to the music. I would not have been mad with him.
There are people who thought that about those of us. I don't think any of us went to Christmas receptions and holiday parties when Gaza.
Yes.
Right? So I think that we've got to be careful with that.
Well, I think if you are constantly advocating and protesting around an issue, and again, you are telling people that this is the doomsday scenario for us, we're coming to extinction, then you ought to comport yourself to that reality.
Well, they think that this is good. The ones who were in there think this was good. But I think...
Of course they think it's good. And the reason why they think it's good is you hear we all know the saying on the other side, the line is shorter for us.
Yes.
It is so much.
Not only is it shorter, part of the reason why it's shorter is the consequence of it is you then end up with incompetent, know-nothings who may be blustering at best, but quite frankly, when it comes to real competition with us, they couldn't tell you. They don't compete with us.
But you know what's so funny? They didn't end up with them because all they ended up with was an invitation to the White House's Black History Month reception.
Right.
Because ain't none of them in the White House.
Of course
ain't none of them in the case. One in the cabinet and one in the White House office, White House counsel's office.
And one just got a nod or an endorsement a year or so out from the race for governor in the state of Florida.
No, but I'm just saying, in Trump's administration.
I'm talking, don't you agree that the congressman from Florida, we would have thought would have been appointed to a cabinet?
Oh, well, he's running for governor.
Well,
that's
of course. So again, the price.
Yeah.
Right,
it's so high.
You have to lose your soul.
Yeah.
Quite literally.
Yeah.
to find yourself in common
lose your
cause.
soul quite literally. You drop some bars and I pick up on them. I
appreciate it because you be doing things. All I'm saying is that these folks know what the possibilities are, right? If you had it perfectly your way. The fact that you know that you can have better, yet you are content with the crumbs, not just content, you are buoyant, you're jocular, and you're eating the crumbs, and it's okay with you. That's all. They're self-defacing and self-hating, and they don't have the quality, character, capability to truly compete. The line's too long over here.
And the thing is, they also don't even have the influence for us to pay any attention to them. Like, to me, I feel like I've been saying this mantra all week of like, focus on the real fight. Don't get distracted.
Keep the main thing the main thing.
Yes.
That's what you've been saying.
Oh, so you like don't do.
No, I agree.
But like,
I just didn't want to steal your quote.
And also, that's just like a black idiom. That's
Keep the main thing the main thing.
It's circular, but we all understand it.
Yeah.
To me, I'm like, even when I don't want to fight amongst us, like the friendly fire, they're not as friendly fire, but they're also not worth the time, energy, strategy, like we have to be so like precisely focused in this moment.
Yep.
We can't be thinking about them.
Yeah.
They're lit like and then side note. Who the hell let them bring that big printout of Jamal's head in the White? Like, that would never happen in a normal administration.
Though. There were multiple black people that they had on these little dumbass funeral fans looking. They were huge. The big fans. Ro dropped it in our chat. Actually,
oh, he did.
Yeah.
But y'all consider all that Donald Trump,
but now that's a distraction.
Secretary Hegseth, and all these other people have to say about DEI and people of color.
And they not qualified.
But the point that I want to make about it is that if your exposure to us is vis-a-vis them, yes, you might have walked away with the conclusion that you didn't earn where you are. You're just in this room because we happy to be here shucking and jiving.
But here's the thing. The reason why they're in the room with folks who didn't earn it is because they didn't earn us.
Right.
They earned the bottom of the barrel.
Yeah.
And that's, again, like, I'm trying not to do no harm to black people, even when they just skin folk. We don't even have time to deal with them. They're going to have to face God one day on why they were on the opposite side of Big Mama.
I won't deal with them except to the extent that you stand in the way.
I agree with that.
You block the blessings of our people.
Yeah.
So now you're fair game. But generally, I mean, we didn't want to talk about that other nincompoop the other week on the MiniPod because I know it is what it is, but it is. There is a saying in politics and in leadership and elsewhere, and I know we all know it, which is you don't punch down ever, right? Never punch down. So taking those folks into our consideration, even the folks at the White House, to me, it is a punch down. I'm punching down. However, I'm punching down in my full awareness.
I'm so sorry to do this to you. A quick production part. Can you repeat everything you just said?
Nope.
The past few minutes.
I saw that. Great.
She walked past you.
I want us to leave it in there. I love
think we
this.
should too.
Okay.
It's just it's like a hip hop video.
I love it.
You keep the
Come
flow.
through.
But speaking of punching down,
PDP person, by the way.
But don't come up from behind me though.
We are way
punch
over.
down on time.
Yes. I'm keep getting the rap sign. So thank you guys for tuning in to this week's MiniPod. Be sure to like, subscribe, share, tell your friends, tell your cousins, tell your mom and them, tell everybody. Like, subscribe, share, follow us on all the platforms. You can also get our emails, text messages, however you want to keep in touch with us at nativelandpod.com. We are your hosts. I'm Tiffany Cross here with Angela Rye and Andrew Gillum. Don't forget to tune into their solo pods that are happening every week and tell people to to be sure to check out our mini pods. Subscribe to our channel. You won't ever have to miss it.
Welcome home, everybody.
I don't think I ever realized Andrew has on a blue and white checker shirt in this picture.
And for the record, people kept saying last week, they were like, Tiffany, I thought Andrew was showing his bare chest too. There was so many times. Lolo, you was like, yes, because Andrew was out there showing cleavage.
And he had on a brown shirt.
Yeah.
We're going to just,
Lolo,
you were welcoming home. We were
welcome home, y'all. Bye.
Yeah.
Little bare chest.
Native Land Pod is a production of iHeart Radio in partnership with Reason Choice Media. For more podcasts from iHeart Radio, visit the iHeart Radio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen to your favorite shows.